Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Hope all is well. No, it's been a minute since I come on here to say anything to y'all, but it's Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, babe. So, you know, everybody's into relationships and stuff and getting it in and popping and creating new ways to give gifts and treats and be surprising people with nice things this time. It's all about communicating with each other, your emotions and your feelings this season. Pisces energy is in the building. So it goes two ways, it goes two sides. Firstly, before I even go jumping off the hedges, let me give my thanks to the Most High, ancestors and angels around me. I give great thanks for all that they do and they provide. And I hope that y'all do the same first, put in the Most High first before anything. And then love and relationships do come secondly. The Most High do teach us that in every way, that we got to honor our neighbors as we do ourselves. And when people offend us and do things to us, we got to turn the other cheek. And when they hurt that one, you got to offer the other one. So no matter what you do in relationships, it's always continuously going around. What you put out is what you get back in return. So especially with people is a really big important maybe somebody do need to impart from certain people, but maybe some people are really good to help you. So people come for two different ways as well. But relationships are really big. They are really big when it comes to our lives, our sociabilities in our lives, who we connect with, who we communicate with is very important. I tend to sometimes look at people like I would a job. I'm a boss in my mind, and every relationship has to have some kind of meaning to it. You have some people to hang out with and have fun, have good times. You have some people who you'll do the dirty things you do with, like just chill around and do nothing and be lazy and venge out and not be, creative in any form or way, probably smoking your blunts, and that's as far as they're going to go. You don't see them to go any further. And then you have people that you see that's good with jobs they do and certain things they do, and you're like, oh, I want to mentor with them, or I can learn something from them, or the other way, I can teach them. 2:33 on the clock is what I seen. So definitely we're balancing out, expressing, our communication visuals and, unfinished business and things like that when it comes to people and relationships, men and women. Those are the main two that we have in our species, in our world, that we can relate to, feminine and masculine energies. And it has a lot to do with feelings and emotions and how we feel and look and relate to others. People are a big part of our environment, of our lives. We are our own person. So it takes a lot to deal and connect with different people. So with all this love and joy and caring that's going on in the world, we need to spread out more, be more involved in our connections, our family connections, our home lives and environments, and who comes in and deal with us on the outside of our home environments. Those types of relationships that we built, with our friends. And so we have to see where people fit at in our lives, what we allow people to do and what we don't allow people to do, the hurts we accept and don't accept. I know I'm putting it all out there on a broad range of everything that is coming to me. As it comes to me, I'm just putting it out there because connections, this is very important to everything and everybody. 4 o'clock. So this is the way that we deal psychologically, mentally, emotionally. Everything is connected. We're all connected in different ways, but that don't mean if I pinch you, you're going to feel it. No, but we're connected through energy. The Most High God is said we're all brothers and sisters in Him. So I believe that we all are interacting and we can relating to this thing here of 7 health activities, things that has to do with connections, friends, and stuff like that is important to people. Not all the time we know how to deal with people. Not all the time we know how to relate to how we deal with people. Even our children, we have to teach them tactics, how to be aware of people, how to trust people. So basically, when it comes to people, it takes a lot of discerning of, your qualities, your morals, and who you allow in your space, your comfort environment. How you deal with people is important too, because that's how people's going to treat you. And sometimes we tend to be taken advantage by people. We allow people to overrun us in certain things, going against our discernment and our discretions, or allow them to cross our boundaries. But people play a big part in our present, past, and future, as far as our childhood was, our traumas, our lives, our families, what we learned with friends growing up, how we handle things in the present time, what we learned from our past experiences, how we learned to discern people, to understand people, to see that people come with different characteristics and qualities. So we have to understand the greatest thing, that if you put God first, everything else will follow. He'll teach you what type of people to be around you. He'll teach you what's good for your purpose. He'll teach you what's not good for you. He'll teach you what's right doing. He'll teach you what's wrong doing. But you got to seek him at all times. So no matter what, you seek him in people. You got to be careful with the devil too, because the devil comes to you in a shining light. He uses people, the way that people approaches you. They can be dark people. They can be light people. It's all different type of people, people's intentions. So when we talk on the topic of people, that is really big. That's something huge. You have to use your own discretion. Go by your own discernment. Understand what type of part that you would like a person to play. If it comes to romance and love, you want to know that, okay, this person is going to want things from me. This person is going to need things from me. I'm going to have to give in. I'm going to have to let down boundaries. This is all in connection to a relationship. When you have to let someone in, that can be a little difficult too when using discernment. And so it comes to your heart, how emotional you want to deal with an individual, how much you're willing to give, how much you're willing to accept. That is the way of life. That's the way that we operate. We think on what we're getting out return as well. What's beneficial for me? What's beneficial for those around me? Sometimes we're not always cautious to the people around us. Some people can be in hidden disguises and wear a mask, and we're not aware of their real true intentions. It can be for the wrong things. So that's why, again, discretion is so important when it comes to connection and involvement with individuals other than those in your mainstream home. And even those in your mainstream home, you have to be extremely careful for, because those are the ones that the Most High use, and he allowed the enemy to use to challenge you, to put you through trials and tribulations. It's the connections, the people that you deal with, not to shut them out, but to allow to learn, to heal, to grow, to deal with all types of individuals in all forms, no matter if they're different races, different type of beliefs and traditions. It's good that we all are connected under one. If you look and realize God is in everybody, in every type of religion, in every type of connection to people, there is a form of some way of the Most High stating his way coming through in other people's belief and tradition. Like I said, we got to be careful with people, especially in this last day, because we don't know people's full intentions. We don't know who's against us. We don't know who's for us. We don't know what's what. Using discernment is very important. People plays a major part with helping us in our jobs, connections. It could be people that can have jealousy tendencies and envious problems. We're always going to go through that in life. Don't never let that stop you from moving forward, to progress. You use that and you keep pushing, and you go and you meet new people, new connections. We're all here to teach each other something. So when you take your connections, you learn from them. They teach you, they give you the way on how to deal with others in your life. It grows us as individuals. It grows you to understand who you are as a person. It teaches you to understand your limitations and your beliefs. It teaches you your generosities, your loyalties. It teaches you everything that you need to know just by looking at others. We use others as an example to us. Parents say, do as I do and not as I say, or something. Do as I say and not as I do. Excuse me. But yeah, 10:10 on the clock. So we have to learn what to do, what not to do. Not all the time is told to us, but then we use other people for an example, and we look at those people and we say, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. This is how I can learn, or I can, not learn anything. It's all up on my own decisions on how I use people and see people, how I determine people. So this is the part of life when it comes to connection and people. It's a whole broad of general things. So let's understand that dealing with people is us using our discernment, us seeing how we would like to be treated, because what we put out is what we get in. And understanding people is us understanding ourselves first. So I just come on here to say a little quick that people comes in all various variations of things and beliefs. Don't be afraid to connect with someone just because of a different of opinions, or a different of belief, or a different of tradition. Don't be afraid to relate to someone and their experiences, and understand that your experiences can help and heal someone as well. So share your love out today with someone. Partnership with someone today. Tell someone, you're grateful, you thankful, or tell someone, this is why I'm upset at you and this is why I feel this way. But do not ever stop putting yourself first over any connection. So peace, love, and joy. Love and light. God bless.